If your outfit of choice for a Pokemon card drop is slides with socks, sweatpants, a designer hoodie, and a crossbody bag, chances are you're probably a scalper. If you constantly clear shelves of inventory in your effort to feed your made-up children, more than likely, you're a scalper. And if you regularly use phrases like "I just made your month's salary" or "don't hate the player, hate the game" just to justify your scummy behavior and cope with your low self-worth, then you guessed it, you're a scalper. Now, I can go on and on about how scalpers suck, but there's already about 1,000,001 videos out there about this, and I'm not gonna make it 1,000,002. So what I'm doing instead is making a video offering you advice on how to beat them. This is a video that I debated on making for a very long time now. The reason being is that by the end of it, there may be some people upset with me for some of the tips I'm about to share with you today. But more on that later. Now, before we jump into this video, I would like to just add a quick disclaimer. The tips I'm about to share with you today are all based around my own personal experience. Depending on the area you live in, your experience may not be the same. So don't take these tips at face value, as your mileage may vary. Now, without further ado, here are 4 tips on how you can beat the scalpers. Tip number 1 is buying online. Now, by online, I don't mean things like the Pokemon Center, because God, it's been a year since this boom happened and they still can't find a way to keep the bots out. What ends up happening is that people like you and me get locked out, and by the time that we finally have access, everything is already sold out. Don't even get me started on Walmart, Target, or any other large online retailer. They couldn't care less about dealing with bots, just as long as their inventory is selling. Getting any product from these retailers is an uphill battle. While it's not impossible, it's highly improbable. What I'm suggesting is looking for small, reputable sellers. Now is a good chance for me to shout out Matt's Pokemart. Matt has a wide selection of packs for a decent price. While not at MSRP, some of his prices are still better than some of the local card stores in my area. So this isn't a paid sponsorship or anything of the sort, just wanted to shout out a friend who happens to have a shop in this space. So go and check out Matt's Pokemart, and remember to use code MPM2025 at checkout for 10% off your entire order. Link will be in the description. While I highly encourage for people to look for these small sellers, please use extreme caution. If a deal seems too good to be true, then it probably is. And if you know of any honest online stores and would like to share them with others, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. Myself and the community will thank you. Tip number 2 is pre-release events. These events are held at local card stores 1 or 2 weeks before the release of a new set. This, however, is only true for mainline standard sets like the upcoming Phantasmal Flames. Unfortunately, they do not hold pre-release events for specialty sets like Prismatic Evolutions or Black Bolt and White Flare. When you participate in these events, you will be supplied with a build and battle kit. This already comes with a 40 card pre-built deck and 4 additional packs. It is recommended that you bring sleeves, damage counters, dice, and energy cards, as you will be playing the game. So if you have an open ETB just laying around, now is a good time to put it to good use. The store that I go to gives you 3 additional packs at the end of the event just for participating. There are other stores, however, that'll give you more packs depending on your performance at the event. These events are so much fun and are filled with like-minded individuals who love Pokemon. Scalpers value their time, and a lot of them are not willing to spend their time playing the game just for a few early packs. On top of that, stores have placed rules that prevent scalpers from just buying and leaving. So at the end of the day, these events end up being a lot of fun. I highly recommend them, you won't regret it. Tip number 3 is actually playing the game. Now, let's say that you went to one of these pre-release events I mentioned and you absolutely had a great time. And now you have an itch for playing some more Pokemon cards. Well, I have some great news for you, because actually playing the game can get you some more cards. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have heard the phrase, support your local game store. Now, I know that's a phrase that gets a lot of people upset because their local game store is selling packs at scalper prices. But what if I told you that participating in their weekly tournaments supports them a lot more than you think? So much so that there are some game stores that give special pricing to their weekly tournament goers. Now, unfortunately, my local game store doesn't give me special pricing on sealed product, but what I do get is good deals on single cards. I was able to put this entire 60 card deck together for about $7 or $8. I then played this deck at my local tournament and I got 3rd place. That got me 7 packs of Mega Evolutions. However, at the time of this recording, I have already given 4 of them away, but more on that later. Sadly, this third place finish is about the best that I've done. However, if you happen to steamroll the competition and get first place, you can end up getting upwards of 11 packs. That's more than an ETB, and even if you don't place within the top 8 of the competition, some game stores will still give you these prize packs just for participating. In all honesty, I just have so much fun playing at these tournaments that making top 8 is just the cherry on top. Finally, we have tip number 4, which is this channel. Every Thursday I go live here on YouTube. Sometimes you can catch me playing PTCG live or other times drawing custom cards. But like I mentioned earlier, if I happen to have some extra booster packs lying around, I like to give some out to one lucky viewer. It ain't much, but it's honest work. I really truly believe in sharing the Pokemon hobby with as many people as possible, and this is just my small way of giving back to this awesome community. There's a famous quote by Helen Walton that says, "It's not what you gather in life, it's what you scatter in life that tells the kind of life you have lived." I don't know about you guys, but those words really speak to me. Speaking of which, I have a very special announcement to make. I will be giving away this exclusive Pokemon Center ETB to one lucky subscriber when we hit 1K subs. So hopefully you guys will want to stick around for that. I make all sorts of Pokemon content, so there's always something for Pokemon fans to enjoy. I hope to see you guys on Thursday nights. It's always a load of fun, and who knows, maybe you'll find you want to try your hand at playing the TCG yourself. Well, there you have it, folks. Those are my 4 tips on how you can beat the scalpers. Now, there might be people already doing this, and they might be upset at me for announcing it to the world. However, I don't think this is meant to be gatekept. The more new players come in will only help the hobby heal and stop people from feeding the scalpers and their fake families. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, now the scalpers are gonna know too, and that's a fair point. However, it saddens me to tell you this, but they already know. While attending these events, I have already heard of people bragging about reselling their packs and sometimes even promoting their whatnot stores. So it's already a little too late for that. My only hope in making this video is that it helps someone out there finally start enjoying the hobby again. I really hope you found this video helpful and that you have better luck finding Pokemon cards, because this craze is showing no signs of slowing down anytime soon. If you enjoyed this video, then please consider dropping a like or subscribing to the channel, as it really helps us out on our road to 500 subscribers. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I will catch you guys all on the next one. Peace.